Here I am with a few more questions of aldehydes, ketones and carboxylic acids. How is 4-methyl pent 3-ene 2-one obtained from propane 2-one? Propane 2-one is acetone. So we take acetone and one more molecule of acetone. Now from the question we have to understand that it is an aldol condensation example. So in aldol condensation, what is important is alpha carbon, alpha hydrogen, carbonyl carbon and carbonyl oxygen. So the alpha carbon gets bonded to the carbonyl carbon and the alpha hydrogen gets bonded to the carbonyl oxygen. Since oxygen is electronegative and hydrogen is electropositive. Here we get the formation of an aldol, that is 4-hydroxy 4-methyl pentane 2-one. This on further heating, if it is having one more alpha hydrogen, a water molecule is being removed and we get alpha beta unsaturated compound, that is 4-methyl pent 3-ene 2-one. Let's move on to the next question. How are the following compounds prepared? Now all these reactions are actually named reactions which are asked in a different way. See the first one, benzaldehyde from benzene. This is Gattermann-Koch formylation. Herein we take benzene and we treat it with carbon monoxide and hydrogen chloride in the presence of anhydrous aluminium chloride. Or you can take cuprous chloride and the pressure has to be maintained high. And what we get is benzaldehyde. Let's move on to the next one, acetophenone from benzene. So the starting material is benzene and we have to get acetophenone. This is again Friedel-Crafts acylation wherein we take acetyl chloride or ethanoyl chloride and the acetyl group gets bonded across the carbon atom, removing the hydrogen atom which combines with the chlorine to form hydrogen chloride. The last one is to prepare benzaldehyde from benzoyl chloride. This is Rosenmund reduction, wherein we take benzoyl chloride and we carry out reduction of benzoyl chloride which happens in the presence of palladium, which is poisoned with barium sulfate, so that we reduce the reactivity of the catalyst, that is palladium. Here we get the formation of benzaldehyde. Hydrogen chloride is being removed as a byproduct. See the next question. Mention 2 uses of propan 2-one. So the uses of propan 2-one or acetone is as an industrial solvent or a paint remover. Here you can write anything whatever you know. Next one, how is benzophenone prepared from benzonitrile? Now benzophenone is this compound wherein we are having 2 phenyl rings, also being called as 1,1 diphenyl methanone, since we are having 1 carbon in the center here. Now there are 2 phenyl rings and the starting material is said to be benzonitrile. So we need a Grignard reagent which is having a phenyl ring. Now the Grignard reagent will react with benzonitrile in the presence of dry ether to form an intermediate. The intermediate on further hydrolysis will give you benzophenone, ammonia and magnesium hydroxybromide. Let's move on to the next question. Identify A and B in the following reaction. Observe, we have phenyl magnesium bromide reacting with carbon dioxide to give you A, that happens in the presence of dry ether and hydrolysis. Now this is actually the conversion of phenyl magnesium bromide with dry ice. This gives us benzoic acid. That's the final product here. I have written the intermediate also. And benzoic acid is our product A. This benzoic acid further reacts with PCl3 and what we get is benzoyl chloride and H3PO3, that is phosphorus acid. This is benzoyl chloride, that is B. Let's go on to the next question. Write a note on Friedel-Crafts acylation. Now this is a direct question and I have taken exactly the same example what I have taken on top. That is benzene reacting with acetyl chloride to give you acetophenone, which occurs in the presence of anhydrous AlCl3. Let's move on to the next one. Explain why are boiling points of carboxylic acids higher than corresponding alcohols. Now the reason is in liquid phase carboxylic acid forms dimer and when it is forming dimer, the molecular mass increases, which in turn increases the boiling point. I have shown the diagram here. Herein, the acidic hydrogen of one molecule, say this is the acidic hydrogen of one molecule, forms a bond with the carbonyl oxygen of the other one. Same goes on top. The acidic hydrogen of one molecule is forming a bond with the carbonyl oxygen of the other molecule, and this is forming a dimer wherein the molar mass doubles, and that's the reason why carboxylic acids are having higher boiling point as compared to alcohols. See the next one, complete and rewrite the balanced reactions. Benzaldehyde is being treated with 50% KOH. The moment we get 50% KOH, we should understand that this is Canizaro's reaction, wherein one molecule of benzaldehyde will get reduced to alcohol and the other will get oxidized to salt. So, benzaldehyde is giving us benzyl alcohol or phenyl methanol, and we get potassium benzoate as the salt. Let's move on to the next one, acetone plus phenyl hydrazine. Here we have to remove a water molecule, and what we get is acetone phenyl hydrazone. So there is just a difference of one O. In the reactant we have hydrazine ZINE, and in the product we are having hydrazone ZONE. Let's move on to the next one. Write the IUPAC names of the following compounds. See the first one. The first one is 3-methyl cyclohexanone. The second one, there are 4 carbons, so the parent is butane, and then we have 2,3 dione. Now here one point is very important which we should remember, that is when we are having the same functional group 2 times or more than 2 times, since here we are having ketonic group 2 times, we have to retain the E of the alkane. This E has to be retained. So the name of the compound is butane 2,3 dione. Now the last question, Now the last question for this video, how is ethanoic acid prepared from dry ice? So we take dry ice and we treat it with methyl magnesium chloride. Since we have to prepare ethanoic acid, that is acetic acid having 2 carbons. So we get an intermediate, and which on hydrolysis gives us acetic acid and magnesium hydroxychloride. Thank you for watching my video.